Mic check. One, two, three. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Knowledge and Relationships Toxic Tuesdays with your boy M3 and the good homie Stan Joseph Lee Thompson Gibson, however you want to call him, if you want to extend his last name. But salutes to the brother, man, for always joining in, man, and helping another brother out. So, excuse me. So, look, before I play the music today, man, we're gonna be doing a little reaction, and you know, this reaction is based off: can women afford the same guy? You know what I mean? A lot of times, and here's the thing. Let me make this disclaimer very, very clear, right? We're not doing no women bashing. We love women. You know, the premise of this is not even just about women, all right? This is really just about human behavior. But it just so happened that the video that we're gonna play, shout outs to MTR Mediocre tutorials and reviews. Salutes Lola. But we're gonna react to this video because he reacted to another video. I think it's called Manosphere Highlights. And it's this guy who's actually suing, I think, 50 women. They put his information out on blast. They pretty much defamed his character. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna dive in and we're all gonna look at it. All right. So fair use, and again, all credit goes towards Mediocre Tutorials for reacting to the video and Manosphere Highlights. So let me go ahead. We're gonna play some nice, good music. All right. So let me go ahead. We're gonna get the music going. And oh, wait a minute, we got a guest coming up in here too, though. So hold on. We got none other than the sophisticated jerk.
Man, I came here for the toxicness. Y'all talking about y'all ain't going in tonight. No, I'm joking.
Well, welcome to Toxic Tuesday, sophisticated jerk.
What's good, y'all? What's up, Stan? What's up, M3?
Nothing much, man. I'm surprised you're the man, because I was watching your video, man. You just like burning books, destroying like high class like television sets, man. Like I'm surprised you guys didn't go to hell yet.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been wilding out these past couple of weeks, man. I was a little bored, man. Stan hit me up like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I saw
man,
the love language.
TV.
I was like, "Oh my god, he actually burned the book of the 5 love languages."
Okay, we got Lola. She says Toxic Tuesday. That's right. Lola, you can come up as well too if you want to join the Toxic Tuesday, man, festivities, because we're gonna need your toxicity up in this platform anyway. So let me go ahead. I'm gonna shoot the link to you guys. All right. Yeah, let's go ahead and
real quick. Why the TV?
That's what I'm saying though. That was messed up. What did TV do to you?
Yeah, why the TV?
Because my son asked me for it, and I felt the need to break it instead of giving it to him because he kind of irritated me. So I was like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna break it. So yeah, that's pretty much what it was, man. But I felt bad after I did it though, for like 3 minutes.
Oh my God. You know what you need to do? You need to do that challenge. I'm a black dad, but I will break your TV if you ask me for it.
Right.
It was a brand new TV. You could have sold it.
No, it was a little older, but he was like asking, and I was just like, you know what, man, I'm gonna break it. And then he started getting all smart. I was like, all right, you know what? I was joking at first, but it's going down. I'm gonna break it to a soundtrack.
Did you buy him a new one?
Nah.
Your wife gonna buy him a new one?
Nah, we're about teaching them hard lessons in life.
Oh.
So that day when I smashed that TV, man, it was about showing him how to express himself, failures, and all of that mixed in. So that was my life lesson.
Yep, you're a black dad.
You said that's toxic as hell, huh?
No, it's true. Like my father was like, after I acted out, he's like, you know what? I got something for you. We leave in Las Vegas. These people ruined my son, and he put me in the Haitian community when we moved back to Miami. He's like, you gonna learn what it means to be black today. And
yeah, he gave you that tough love lesson, huh?
Yeah, it was the best thing.
See, man, you a stand-up guy now, man. You up here rocking with us, man. You got your see, man, what those things do?
Yeah, big time. He's like, yo, because the people in Las Vegas was telling me like, oh, your dad works for my dad. Your dad got money. Like, what you mean you can't get no video games, no cable? He was like, who?
Yeah, they done gassed you up, man. Had you out there acting out.
Yep. He's like, okay, we're moving back to Miami. It's a wrap. And he moved me to a Haitian community. And he's like, this is it. Like, you do anything after this, I'm going to ship you to Jamaica, Dominican Republic.
Damn.
And you'll never come back to America. So
that's a tough
so
dad,
shout out
man.
to all the black fathers.
Bon Eric, salute, man. I'm glad everybody's up in the building right now.
But my bad, man. I done interrupted you. You was about to pull up the video.
Wait, hold on. Hold on. M3, your turn. M3, were you a saint when you was a kid? Your father ever corrected you?
Oh, hell yeah, I was a saint. You know what I mean?
Stop lying, M3.
Nah, I mean, like, you know, I had a good dad in the household, so, you know, there was not like a lot that I could just do and get away with. But I learned my lessons, man. You know, after 1 or 2 whoopings, I'm like, nah, man, I'm good. I'm gonna be good forever. I'm gonna live a clean life. I ain't about getting no buffoonery. But you know, only when he's not around. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But no, man, I had like, you know, I have definitely had a cool relationship, or still do have a cool relationship with my father. So, you know, things that, you know, I, you know, get into or whatever, you know, I'm just straightforward. Just let them know, hey, man, this is what I'm getting into. This is me or whatever. But I never really kind of saw like a need to really put myself in trouble and mess up my life like that. So I kind of looked up to his examples of like how he kind of like, you know, persevere like through his career advancement and always just stay focused on take care of family and just doing what he needs to do. So,
ladies, that's not toxic masculinity. That's
there you go. See, I like that, Stan. Yeah. Stan dropped that message. He was waiting for that. He tied it all in. That's what I'm talking about, Stan.
Yeah, I'm sorry I couldn't fit this.
Talk about y'all can't find a good man.
Right. You know, sorry, ladies that haven't been in jail, like, you know, before and haven't commit any felonies and, you know, beat up people and all that stuff. So, you know, that's just not my thing. Like, I'm a good man.
And he got good credit. Y'all done missed out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Look, back then y'all didn't want me. Now I have a wife. Y'all all own me. Ain't that some shit? But anyway,
M3 out here flexing.
Yeah, but now, man, like, you know, with my new like weight loss and all that stuff, man, I'm considered to be like a snack or whatever. So
I see you got the guns out and shit, man. He out here, he about to put the baby on Stan. You see this?
Hey, same way. I got my chest out, ready. Who you got?
Oh man, 20 seconds. Just hey, you can hooch all you want, Stan, but just don't take your shirt off, man. Okay?
Yeah.
But yeah. But if you guys look at the video, man, so the video, again, this is like, you know, MTR reacting to it. We're gonna go ahead and just play it, man, while everybody's watching this, okay? So again, fair use. Let's get to cracking.
A group of women say they're being bullied into silence by a guy who didn't like what they had to say about his online dating behavior.
It's very bizarre. The accusations are baseless.
I feel not just for myself, but for my co-defendants and for the other women that he's gone after.
And without representation and not a lot of expendable income to fight a lawsuit, the women worry this could bankrupt them.
You know, any support would be appreciated. We are hoping for pro bono work. In our experience and looking for representation, it doesn't seem likely, but any funds can help us get through this. We definitely.
Oh my God! First off, shout out to content creator Manosphere Highlights Daily. He created a compilation of this story that I have not heard of before. Man sues 50 women for shaming him on social media. 50. This one is a fantastic compilation and breakdown of the case. So without further ado,
the First Amendment protects you from any laws meant to limit your free speech, but it doesn't prevent someone from taking you to court because they don't like what you said about them online. Now, a group of women say they're being bullied into silence by a guy who didn't like what they had to say about his online dating behavior.
It's very bizarre. The accusations are baseless.
I feel not just for myself, but for my co-defendants and for the other women that he's gone after.
Olivia Berger and Vanessa Valdez are just two of multiple women being sued for defamation, libel, sex-based discrimination, and other allegations.
I find it absolutely hilarious that the news anchor sets up that the man just doesn't like what they said. No, how about his case is saying right here that they lied? Defamation, libel. That's what defamation and libel is. Lying, scamming, making shit up, seeing his photos somewhere.
I mean that he does have a good point on that one. Because I mean, there's a website where actually you can put someone's information online and you can say like, hey, I dated that guy or I dated that woman. Have you dated the same guy that I've dated? Oh, he's a creep. Oh, he's this, and that. But watch, we're gonna go ahead and we'll continue to play. But I just want to give more clarity.
But no, you got it real quick, M3. Sorry about that.
Yeah,
you got a good point because now I'm looking at this first and pull that back up because I was looking at that list. I'm like, damn, there's like 11 charges on there, like defamation, like he said, sex-based discrimination and violation of Unruh Civil Rights Act, gender violence, false light, invasion of privacy. Yeah, they must have. That's why I was like, I wanted to see what statements they were saying because they went over the top. But they try to paint it in a light manner, like, oh, you know, he's taking it too far and we're being bullied.
No. That's the right. He's bullying us.
Yeah, they threw that terminology in there.
He is bullying 50 women.
Yeah, nah. Wait till them statements start dropping. But my bad. I was like, damn, that's a heavy list, man. My man throwing all them charges at them.
Right. Salute, Mr. Best.
Hey, what's good, Mr. Best?
Not much. All right, yeah, let's go ahead. We're gonna continue on.
And just making up things beneath the post. Oh, but these women chose to do it. Connected to their Facebook accounts with their actual identities attached. Hello.
Stuart Lucas
Dumb as
Murray.
hell.
He's basically suing us for $2.6 million in damages.
Damn.
It all started with this post on the Facebook group, Are We Dating the Same Guy? When Olivia and Vanessa saw the post and all the comments, they added their own experiences.
He seemed, in my opinion, pretty smug and very arrogant. The entire date, he was putting me down for various things, my job included.
Vanessa never went on a date with Murray because she says she didn't like the messages he sent her, at one point even calling her a moron.
I
like his breakdown.
Wait, you already did. Why is there a guy in your pic, genius? She says, I'm amused by how you think you know me so well enough to talk to me like one of your buddies. Read my caption, genius. Okay, so he responds back, nobody reads captions, moron. Hold up. How y'all gonna call him out for just being a dick? You can clearly see right here that she's being snarky first.
I mean, he does have a point, but you know, this is the media for you. The media is always going to be like, you know, believe all women, this, and that. He's the bad guy, whatever, right? So, of course, because they're playing victims and he's suing them for defamation of character, they want to put this picture out there so bad that, man, this dude is a total creep. He shouldn't even be suing them. And shout out to Trevor Adams. Shout out to the other half of the Babes and Blades. LL. Hope all is going well, Mario. Thank you so much. Thank you, Trevor. Salutes to you. Thank you for tuning in. And if you are still tuning in, please subscribe to Knowledge and Relationships on YouTube. And sorry, we got somebody else in the chat for IG. My bad. Shout out to all the people who's also watching us on IG. Let's see. A violent fascist says, "You hope the TV, and that's what." Sorry, and that's what lesson? Oh, okay. So people in the IG, right, is really mad at you, sophisticated jerk, because you destroyed a beautiful TV. And I guess like they wish they could have the TV that you had destroyed before you destroyed it. And then let me see. Let's see. Rita says, "What Twitter swindler LLL? They have that in Facebook too." Oh, okay. Did not know that, but thank you for that. Also, I want to keep in mind, everybody, if you are watching us on IG, thank you for watching us. If you want us to see your comments so then we can highlight it, you do have to go over to Naj and Relationships on YouTube. That way, and make sure you guys subscribe too. So look, Naj Relationships on YouTube. Make sure you guys subscribe to us because that's the way how you'll be able to join into the comment section live, real time, and then you'll be able to comment and we'll be able to reply back to you expeditiously. But anyways, yeah, keep on watching us like on all other platforms. We appreciate you guys. Okay. Should I continue or do you have anything you want to add to it?
No, we good.
Okay.
What is that you say? Oh, a media narrative? No. You wouldn't want to lead a media narrative that he's just some monster guy that's just upset that these women are just posting untrue things. No, I'm sorry. Posting that they don't like him. No. Or is it more so that this man is defending himself from the assholes that he met on these dating applications?
Like the messages he sent her, at one point even calling her a moron.
Everything I said was just my experience with him and my opinions on how I think, he should not be on dating sites.
Starting with Section 230, remind us what it is and how that protects social media companies.
It gives them the protection and not be held liable to not face a lawsuit for things that are posted on the website. In its basic shell, that's what it is. And so with this class,
because they're not a publisher.
action suit, yes, all he sees is dollar signs. If you're an attorney, you're like, you got Facebook, and you got millions of people that are on this group. You potentially got millions of clients. I mean, in America, they say 1.8 million are in this group. In London, almost 100,000. And so you got folks all around the world that could be potential clients. So I see him seeing dollar signs, but there are limitations. You're not suing these individuals. You're going to want to try to go after the big fish, and that's Meta. But if you can't get to them because of Section 230, there's really not a big payout in here. The only way you can get to Meta is by showing that not only did they host this information, but they allowed them to do it and they furthered that action. And I think that would be hard to prove.
Lewis. You know, what I thought about here was that case with Ben Hart. The daughter posted something besmirching his name and it went out to millions of people, right? If he works in New York and you're posting on this dating site and it's 1.8 million women that are on there, who's to say that components of his business are not wrapped into women, right? Like that, him being besmirched on this site and it resulting to public shame, humiliation. And the key is that it's based off of lies, how that cannot affect his business. Because it can. I don't know if it's worth $2 million. There's an argument there that, shit, that's a lot of money. But perhaps he's going that high so that the lawyer or the judge, rather, can meet somewhere in between.
Believes this case will make it to court.
Because a judge at this early stage can't believe one side or the other, that's a jury question. So this case will likely go to trial if it doesn't settle.
And without representation and not a lot of expendable income to fight a lawsuit, the women worry this could bankrupt them.
You should have thought about that before you start going online, posting stuff, trolling. And here's the thing. Again, I want to make this very, very clear once again, because I said this in the beginning. I'm going to say this now. This is not an attack on women, because I don't really give a crap about all this. But it just so happened that it's just one guy that is suing all these people. And honestly, there is a lesson to be learned. You can't go around trolling people, defaming people's character. I don't care if it's a man. I don't care if it's a woman. I don't care if you're a woman. I don't care if you're a man. When you are acting like a troll or you're acting like a cyber bully and you're trying to do malicious things to try to ruin someone's reputation, beware of the consequence that may happen. Not all people are going to be silent.
Nah, M3, that's a good point. Yeah, you better make sure you have proof. And if you say something, you better be like, this is my opinion. This ain't factual. You know, like you better make that clarification on that. Yeah, but shout out to them chicks. They better start doing some car washes out there. Order some French fries because it's about to get rough.
They're already like ask for donations. Go ahead, Mr. Best.
Let me say this. This guy's just an asshole. I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. He's an asshole. And it's just clear he's an asshole. And I know he's an asshole because he's an asshole. That's just it. I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel sorry for nothing that's going on with him. You know what I mean? And I hope he gets everything that he deserves. He's an asshole. You know what I mean? I don't feel sorry for none of these manosphere dudes, none of these dudes that want to be passport dudes. I don't feel sorry for none of these niggas. I don't feel sorry for not near one of them. And I hope they all burn in hell, to be honest with you. Or get some game right and get the game tight. I don't feel sorry for not one. I have no empathy or sympathy for none of them. Maybe because I'm on a different time right now because of a lot of things that happened over the last 48 to 72 hours. Maybe that's why. But either way, I don't have no empathy for them. If you don't know how to conduct yourself with women by now, then my nigga, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to help you. I don't know what to give you. Somebody told me today, you know what I mean? Some woman told me today, it's like, Mr. Best, you should do a class in order to help brothers. And I was like, I don't know if I want to do that because these niggas don't listen. You know what I mean?
A class would help who?
Huh?
You said a class would help what, like single people out or what?
Yeah, they was like, you should do a class to help men out. And I was like, man, I don't know if I want to do that because they don't listen. They don't listen and they're gonna be doing their own thing. So I don't have the patience for it. You know what I mean? If I'm giving you information, I'm giving information based on experience. I'm not telling you something to try to get you to buy something or whatever. I don't really care about that. I'm giving you information because I care. You know what I mean? And once I give you the information, it's on you to take it. You know what I mean? It's on you to take it and devour it. But that guy's an asshole. That's what I was gonna say. I really can't say nothing else, man. But
no, we all agree to that.
Yeah,
it is times where it is times where I think that I will say this though. To be honest, there are times where you know what I mean, where basically, you know, women are targeting men, right? You know what I'm saying? And you know, it could be a celebrity guy, it could be a guy in the spotlight, or a guy who's making a certain amount of money, right? He may get targeted. I'm not gonna lie, that does happen. So I think that we can't, or you know, he may be a guy that's in the neighborhood, you know, and all the girls want to be with him, but only one girl can get him, and you know what I mean, all the girls that can't get him start fighting over him or start coming up with weird stories about who he is and all of the bull crap. So yes, that can happen. So don't. So I want people to understand that. So men can be targeted. You know what I mean? I don't want people to be unaware of that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when it's that massive a scale, then there's certain things that you're not doing right in your character. You know what I'm saying? And everybody has dropped the ball. Men drop the ball, women drop the ball. So I'm not targeting, you know, men or women. You know what I mean? But I do know that can happen to men. Just like women could be targeted, right? We know women could be targeted. We've seen it over and over again. We hear about it a lot, right? But I think both can be targeted. And one thing I do notice too, one thing we never point out is that how men target each other when they're jealous. A lot of men be targeting each other when they get jealous. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You know you're not that dude, and a dude that is that dude, you hate him. You're just mad. You know what I mean? You're mad because the woman that you want him and they don't want you, and you're just angry about that. You know what I mean? It's the same thing that happens to women. Yeah. Women do the same thing. The guy don't want you. You know what I mean? He want the other chick, and you mad at the other chick. Now you want to call her a B, and now you want to call her a skinny B, and now you want to say her hair's fake, and now you want to do all these different things, right? Because you're just mad that that man don't want you, and he want the other woman. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But these are things that happen in our society. We got to really start pointing out the real reason why people do the shit that they do, because it's really a real reason why. But yeah, go ahead, y'all can rock.
Actually, I'm glad that you said that because actually there's a video that Stan has shared. Remember when the guy like was dressed up like, well, pretty much putting like the clown stuff on? He was like, this is how y'all look. Y'all making me want to play that in a minute. I might play that like later on.
I share with you and Sophisticated Jerk. I did not share that in the.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, you can play it, but I just didn't want to get people feathers ruffled. I just want to say something real quick about that. Are we dating the same guy? Mm-hmm. The thing that's unique about it is that it's not just one group. It's in every city, nationwide. So that's why it's a problem. So you could be the guy and quote unquote don't have closure and he ghosts you. Then everybody just jumps in and that's the issue. So if this succeeds, this is going to cascade to a lot of lawsuits.
Towards that website.
Well, towards Facebook, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
A Facebook group.
Right.
Okay, I get it now.
Yeah.
But it did look like he was trying to target a lot of women, though. That's why I agree with 84 a little bit, because that's why I was like, man, how the hell you get like 50 of them? So it's almost like he knew that they were gonna, like, if he started reaching out to him and saying different things, like he was gonna trigger them to a certain degree. But like, I see what you're saying, Stan. It's like they don't have to respond, and that's the issue with a lot of people. They feel like I gotta react to everything, and okay, this person did this, let me jump on this platform, and it's like, man, you don't know them rules, man. That's tricky waters and stuff, like. And you put that information out and stuff, it's just like, man, somebody can sue you, so they getting the brunt of that now.
Because either like a friend of his, a woman, because only women could join the groups, and they share the photos from the apps and they share the screenshot the conversation. So unless a female friend of his joined it, right, and downloaded everything and give it to him, because you have to have a Facebook group. You got to have substantial history and everything else in there, and you got to be a woman. It's not open to men to come in. So like one of those private groups, and you got to be in the city that they're in. So there's one in London, there's one in Florida, there's one in the Bay Area. So I don't know what the goal is to shame the guy, because I'm like, if you post something like a guy is a bad guy, it doesn't mean other women are going to say they're not going to date him. If anything, they're going to like try to figure out like what makes him bad. And maybe my coochie is better than your coochie, and I'm going to get him. I don't understand.
but see, the problem is,
so like, they building up curiosity for this guy, huh? They like working him up, like romanticizing this dude. Then okay.
You know what I'm saying? The sisterhood's not that solid. Like, we're women. We're gonna no. Y'all gonna be interested and wanna like, what's up with him?
Yeah, but the problem is women are like sheep stand, right? So basically, anything that they do, right? Anything that us men we do. Sorry, anything that women will say about us men, women are gonna follow. So if they say something good about us, they're gonna like follow with the flow of things, because women need that security from the community. When it comes to something that's negative, all women going to fall in suit into it. And I guarantee it's probably like one so-called alpha woman that started this, and then everybody just want to just fall in suit. Now here's the thing: yes, the guy is an asshole, because there's things that he's saying to some of these women that are provoking. And honestly, like, I don't even know why he's even wasting his energy, like, to really, downplay him like that, or like to really like go at him. I mean, who knows? But one thing for sure,
I can tell you why. Go ahead.
But one thing for sure is that, like what 84 was saying, which we had these discussions when we was trying to do the mental health podcast for the men. But unfortunately, we became like, I won't say our worst enemy, like we're fighting and all that, but for men, nobody wanted to really support the cause. Nobody didn't want to come in and actually build a unit. And we can't continue unless if the men is all in agreement to really try to get things going. And since men only come up to these panels whenever they see other women, fine women up there, then it was really like no point. But if y'all complaining about why women has the most power, or why non-heterosexual men is having more power than us, is because us heterosexual men, we're not really getting together to unify in the most positive way. And yes, I always will say this too: women don't like each other, and most of the time, the reason why they don't like each other has something to do with a man. They'll give you the good girl code. They'll they'll unify when it comes to feminism, but other than that, I mean, there's not much I could really say about it. And the real, what's up? He says facts. So thank you for tuning in.
I'll say, like, the flip side, so does the men as well. But men not joining. You mentioned not helping out with the mental health part, not being open.
Mm-hmm.
It's like men would do the same thing women would do.
Right.
They want to, we'll throw each other underneath the bus to get to the girl, and that's it. But on this one with the guy, there's a reason why certain men are jerks. They get off of it. You ever like did a phone call, like one of those helplines, and somebody will call and they'll do something crazy because they want to hear your voice, or they'll call your office and like, why are you calling here? And they're just like, well, tell me about that product again, and can you read the instructions, right? A lot of times there are men out here who are just jerks because they get off at women being upset. It gives them a power dynamic. So they like it. So, you know, there's some men that are like this. And
just think about it, man. Just the sheer number of like females he reached out to. So they definitely was entertained by him. So you know, so he was pulling a large pull and stuff. So I mean, like you said, like a lot of times when we do have these conversations, we're talking to females, like, you know, when you start asking them questions like, okay, so what went wrong in the relationship? Did you know the red flags? Then you know, you start getting to the different tiers and stuff. Like, okay, he was attractive. He was a little bit of an asshole. So nah, it holds some truth, man. Because they be saying it over and over again. Because like when you start getting to the layers of the questions and stuff, they be like, yeah, I did ignore the red flags. He was attractive. He was an asshole. I should have stayed away. My sister told me she had a bad vibe. He wasn't a Libra. You know, they start getting into zodiac signs and shit.
but you know, but that's the funny thing, right, about this, because again, the whole focus for the majority of women was always focused on the bad person. Like no one really just put that energy or thought, you know, let me just reverse this, ignore this guy, not put my time and energy to him. Let me find a good man, you know.
M3, that's boring.
Well, damn.
Nobody wants to be boring. This guy got 50 women online plus who are saying bad things about him. It's like if you're the one woman that can break him down, it's like Shakespeare Taming of the Shrew. If you are one woman that can break him down and find out what makes him tick and change his life around, it would be the next rom-com theme for the next 20 years. Who hurt you has turned to I can heal you, boo.
Well, you know, in the MTR video, man, you saw the messages. Man, you see how he was just talking? Oh, that's a dude with abundance. That's a dude with some options. He was comfortable, just like he was like, you moron.
And it's online. And that's the thing, like you're not meeting. The whole thing about online dating, like it's a joke. You only meeting people online. You think you can be yourself and then go at it, but I guess he found out he can't, because he has like the whole community that's like, hey, he gets coffee at this time, and then you can follow him on this bus. And this
my man got to switch up the routine like he in the mob or something. So he doing the same shit. He got the same playbook. He probably sending them the same like chats, the copy and paste text to the chat. Yeah, my man got to switch it up. He was a little sloppy with that.
Hey, Sophisticated Jerk, this seems like a Lifetime movie for men.
Oh yeah, no, this is gonna be a movie. This is going down because it's hella interesting. I'm like, damn, 50. He got these chicks about to break down. They ain't even got no lawyer. This is definitely gonna be a Lifetime movie.
I can't wait until like he started doing the follow up on this one. Go ahead. Let's continue the video. We're gonna play it. All right.
At the end of the day, these kinds of suits don't just affect me and Vanessa and our co-defendants, and I feel that a lot of times women are still being silenced.
If you know, any support would be appreciated. We are hoping for pro bono work. In our experience and looking for representation, it doesn't seem likely, but any funds can help us get through this. We definitely appreciate it.
The invite only
they got a GoFundMe, huh?
The same guy started with seemingly
when in doubt, GoFundMe.
Hey, I've been dating my boyfriend for 2 years. He's acting weird. Is anyone dating him?
On its webpage, the founder says she operates red flag awareness groups around the world with the goal to keep women safe from, quote, dangerous or toxic men. Each page is location-based. The one here in Charlotte has 34,000 members.
That's crazy. Yeah, they're location based in literally every single major city here in the States. And I'm sure that it's in international cities as well. Let's read a little bit here. I operate a red flag awareness group from around the world. Women can empower each other and keep each other safe from dangerous or toxic men. Again, starting out with pure intentions. And I think being able to use technology such as social media to warn other women, at first, it sounds like a great idea. But what happens is that you get a lot of bias. You get a lot of stories. You get a lot of people that will just lie, that just troll because they have nothing else better to do. But if women are doing things like this, and I think that they should have their own version, except for our version is, hey, anybody out there porks her? She's over here telling me that she has a body count of 2, putting the photo down up in the goddamn group chat. You got 15 guys that are liking the post. Yeah, me, I did. This was like last Thursday. Shit, I took her out on a brunch date last Wednesday. You telling me that I took her out on a brunch date in the morning and then by nighttime she was getting her back severed and rearranged by the young Chad or Tyrone that is affirming this post? But again, you'd have to watch out for trolls as well. And how could you really ever truly have the truth? Let's proceed.
With the goal to keep women safe from, quote, dangerous or toxic men. Each page is location based. The one here in Charlotte has 34.
Oh, see. And I take offense of this goddamn logo. You know what I mean? Because again, it's like, look what feminism is doing to y'all, man. You know?
Yeah, that's a weird logo.
I don't like the fact that, man, like, you know, the man gotta be the suspicious one. It's all the focus on these Chats and Tyrones, man. Like, you're not searching, worrying about the good men. Because if y'all were, y'all won't even be doing this.
Because he's boring and nobody wants him. And 3, he provides security.
Yeah, but everybody wants to change somebody. You can't change a man. You can't change a thug, all right? A thug is going to be a thug forever.
But no, you know what this really is, man? What this is kind of highlighting this whole story? Man, they cannot handle rejection. Just think about how many times like guys get rejected, and like what MTR was pointing out, man. Like, man, we ain't creating no website. Like, man, you move on. Like, time is valuable. Like, man, like live your life. So the fact that they're all sitting here tied to like a web group or whatever the hell this is, and all sharing notes about that. It's just like, man, you have the inability to move on and find somebody else, which shows that you have deep-rooted issues within yourself.
But then I had to ask them,
what was that?
With somebody you just met briefly online.
Right. Now my question is for you ladies, who hurt y'all? Who was the first guy to hurt y'all that turned you guys into this way? You know, that provoked you to like create this website? Because goddamn, like, I put on
just think how sad and pathetic that shit is, man. Like, because I didn't like pick up on it until he started talking. I'm just like, damn, that's like, man, you get rejected. Cool. I'm moving on. I'm gonna shoot my shot at somebody else. But the fact that they're just like harboring over, like you said, it's not even like they were talking to this dude for a long time. It was like some messaging interactions. So yeah, that's sad, man. Like, goddamn.
Let's go ahead and continue.
Sorry about that, guys. Just ranting.
Members, some of whom didn't want to talk on camera out of fear they'd get kicked out of the group.
They have no idea that they're even being posted on there. Because the first rule of are we dating the same guy they stole from Fight Club is you can't talk about it.
Right. The goal, creators say, is to protect women, not judge men.
I honestly think the page should be shut down.
Yeah.
It's dangerous for both men and women, the poster and the person being posted.
But Jackson says the sites aren't functioning as intended. The posts, many anonymous, she says, aren't vetted with significant repercussions.
There's people that have had their houses broken into, tires slashed.
Okay. Yeah, they're going down.
And this goes for the women in the group too. If they post something or they comment and it gets back to the man that's actually posted, which it does, then the women are in danger as well.
When you've reached out to Meta or Facebook, what kind of responses have you gotten, if any?
None at all.
We contacted Murray for comment, but he declined an on-camera interview. Instead, he directed us to this website with a long statement that says in part, "This action is not a game, and the accusations against the defendants are serious. I rejected each of them and cut them off quite swiftly.
What this newscaster is not doing is going over what
rejected.
Because I think this is key within the libel case, because they would have to prove that the things that they were saying would harm that man, his reputation in some tangible or real way. Like, for example, if these chicks are saying, oh, I think he's HIV positive and he's not really, then there is a case there. Shout out to Cardi B versus Tasha K, who claimed that she had herpes.
Instead of going their separate ways, they went on for months and years to spread misinformation about me and countless others. Their actions were deliberate, and they are now playing the victims, unquote.
So they just couldn't let it go.
Pause real quick, M3.
Website.
Yeah.
Of course.
And what he's talking about, that's toxic behavior. And they'll be quick to tell everybody they're toxic, but that's toxic as hell that you can't move on for years. Damn, off of some rejection.
Once a month, and by you, he said he cuts them off swiftly.
Yeah,
he did not carry you into a relationship. He did not promise you forever. He did not deflower you. He did not, you know what I'm saying? He didn't do all that stuff. He's like, you know what? There's no chemistry. Let's move on. And that's the option and the freedom that online dating is supposed to provide. It does not promise you your Prince Charming or your princess. It promises you the exposure to meet somebody. If there's no chemistry.
So if it's good, Drake, I know you got to roll out, man, but thank you for man your support and tuning in.
Nah, no doubt, man. Love what you guys are doing, and my schedule should be clearing up soon, so I should be pulling up, more often. But just one last thing, like I like what Stan was saying, because there's no promises, and the sad thing with a lot of people is like, man, when they get trapped into like, being petty, revenge and stuff, because like he was saying, man, they've been doing this for years. It's just like, dude, you could have been moving on with your life. You're blocking blessings in a certain degree where, man, you could have like ran into somebody that was good for you, but it's just like sometimes people fixate on this like low level stuff, these distractions, and man, it takes them off their course. And then in their head, like, oh, there's no good people out here, but it's like, man, you're blocking all the good people. So it's just like, man, this is a good. I'm glad you guys are covering this topic because it does show, like, hey, man, like they'll be quick to say somebody's toxic, but it's just like, man, the way you're distracted, the way you interact, your pettiness is toxic, and it's what's probably hurting you in these relationships. So, good job, y'all.
I had one coworker, real quick. He met a woman on a dating site. It didn't work out. She contacted my job about him, and he got fired.
See, man.
Yeah, see, this is why, man. You gotta watch out.
Yeah.
And mind you, she didn't work for a company at all, and she works in a different industry. But because the date didn't go off, didn't go well, and he's like, yo, like this is not working out. And she just went ahead and contacted the job. And I'm like, yo, like, what does the job have to do with your dating? And like, that's weird. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah, that's why you got vet, man. You got to make sure people stable nowadays. Cause like you said, man, they take everything so personal, man, and they'll go over them. They'll cross them lines, those boundaries and stuff. So yeah, it's rough out here.
Make sure they ruin your life.
Good luck on the next, what you're doing after this. Make mine a medium well.
So yeah, I'm a Bobby play that joint over there. But I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a good day, man.
Hey, you too, man.
Have a good one.
All right.
Man, so let's go ahead.
Men lose jobs, bro. That's why I don't understand.
Yeah.
Like when he did the right thing, you got to cut things off right away. But I think this is something that with the help of a therapist, the next show or something like that, we got to talk about this because you can't linger on rejection because it's not healthy. Things don't work out. Don't work out. You'll be okay.
Yeah, because people literally will go crazy being rejected, and I think it's a serious issue because the thing is, how do you bounce off? This is why, like a lot of men are afraid to approach women because they're afraid of being rejected. But a lot of women, once they get rejected, maybe for the first time, are finally by the right type of dude that they didn't really expect that was going to reject them. They lose their marbles, and man, people are just
promised a relationship. But you're not promised a relationship, so you're never going to be. You just can't be. I think certain lawsuits should be stopped. It's like waste of money, and allowing people just to have lawsuits, to me, it's just a crazy industry. Number one. Number two, to get to this level that somebody you just met online and it's not working out, and you could spend years hunting this person down, yo, and then you miss out like Professor SJ said, you could have dated so many different men. You would have forgotten about this one and move on. What's up, Smitty?
What up, Smitty? You spit.
Salute. Salute. Just want to show a little love.
What's up, man?
Respect. So what y'all on?
Well, you want to break it down, M3?
Yeah, man. So I'll give you like a short summary. Basically, one man is suing 50 women due to defamation of character. He is an asshole, keep in mind. But however, he is going on these low dates, rejecting them swiftly, moving on with his life. They can't handle rejection. They have a website on Facebook where they pretty much talks about, are you dating the same guy? And then they had the little powwow groups just for the women only, where they talk about certain dudes, and then they put out something as him being a creep, being this, being that. And now this is where we're talking about pretty much the lawsuit, because hey, he don't have time for it. So he's going to pretty much make sure that they're going to pay the price for it. But again, I mean, an asshole, man, gets whatever they deserve. But at the same time, you can't just be no cyberbully and then just defame somebody's character because you can't handle being rejected. So that's where we're at right now before I play the video again.
Okay. One, to anybody who is not aware, one thing that I do know, I'm not a lawyer or anything, but I know a little bit. I like to keep up with a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
If anything is very difficult to win in court, it's defamation of character. That is extremely difficult to prove. And you're talking about 50 filings of it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely good luck to that one. I mean, I think, honestly, I believe my man is just trying to make a little noise, get his name up there and everything. I mean, what better way to get yourself going than to say, I'm suing 50 women for defamation of character? Of course, of course, it's great content for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, thank you, sir, for giving us something. You know what I'm saying? One more time to have a great show. But I do be recognizing how, honestly, a lot of stuff that goes on, I'm going to say this, I don't really think that most people believe that shit. I believe that they know it's an easy way, because the fact is, look, we know in today's society, what's the quickest way to get out there? Do something retarded and outrageous.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get out there. Say something like, Cheesecake Factory is not good enough for me. Say something like, I'm 5'3", but my man has to be 6'6". Say something outrageous. You're going to grab the people's attention, and then from there, whatever you're really trying to do and build, you got the attention. So, I mean, when it comes to something like that, I don't even know how to begin to take no shit like that seriously. First and foremost, us as men know, you know what I'm saying, to land it, like, not saying hold in your pain. Not saying don't ever express yourself, get therapy or help, or talk to a friend. But, like, we don't do all that big 50 claims of you bitching. Bruh, like, stop it. But I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
No, facts. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to play the video.
We've taken the time to review Murray's full statement, and there's an interesting point that the news overlooks. Murray stated, and I quote, "I would like to preface that I support a safe space for women to protect themselves against being stalked, harassed, or harmed, and not the other way around. These women exploited the concept of a safe space to gossip, defame, and cyberbully anyone at whim. Not only is this illegal, it is overwhelmingly selfish, and on their part, to put their needs and amusement over the privacy and rights of others." End quote. We agree with this aspect of his statement because there is a clear line that should never be crossed. It's a sentiment we have repeatedly reiterated on this platform. We do not harbor hostility toward women.
So yeah, he obviously has a reputation that involves the service industry, albeit maybe it's medical.
Oh, he's a doctor too.
I'm not going to go in and look up his whole life or anything like that. But you don't attain a degree like this in silence. But he did exactly what he was supposed to do. Don't get mad. Don't get angry. Hold them absolutely accountable. I'm going to make sure that I follow up with this case to see how it turns out. And he was able to save all of the messages, because for real, if this is something that was going on within a period of months to years, and he can prove that it's not true what it is that they're saying, then he very well has a case. I look down in the comment sections of some of these like blog posts up on Instagram, and sometimes I think to myself, how much time do we have as a people to just be arguing with random strangers that you don't know, line after line after line? It's not something that I participate in. I'll post one thing and never see it again. Maybe I'll use it as content, i.e. in order to make money off of it. But it boggles my mind how many people will spend time lying online, trolling online, just because it's entertainment for them, because they're unable to get out of you what they wanted in person. So they go behind zeros and ones and types things with their Twitter fingers in order to try to harm you or destroy you in some way. What he's alleging that these women did is a lot different than having an opinion about who he is as a person. But if they lied about him and his character or something that pertains to him, then they're playing victim asses, need to be held accountable. Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. MeogaTurtles@gmail.com. I'd like to leave this bit of content suggesting something to my male audience. Guys, whether you like it or not, if you have a social presence online, then you are connected. You are connected to a network of people. And within that network, you're going to come across unscrupulous people. With that being said, if you don't want to be connected, then you have to kill your accounts. That's part of the negative portion of dating apps in conjunction with social media. You hook up the accounts and you think you're doing so you can learn more about the other person, you can display more of your life, but then they have also access to look at where you live, where you stay, the family members that you are connected to. And I don't think it occurred to me that much until I stepped into the YouTube realm. In becoming a public figure and people are Google searching you, I now have to think about what are the things that I'm putting out there publicly in order to protect some degree, some semblance of my privacy. What these women do within these groups is more so likely when you have this public information available. So I'm not telling you to kill all of your accounts, but just understand the risk that you put yourself in. Until next time, YouTube, peace.
Okay. I like that. But yeah, he is speaking like true facts on that note, because, you know, as we started to grow, I mean, we are pretty much public figures. You know, we put our business out there like on the internet. You know, we do what we do to try to provide some type of common code, educational type of like platform, type of entertainment for you guys. And yet the downfall is that, like, you know, as you become more well known, you're always going to have somebody that's going to try and look you up, whether it be on your Facebook, your IG. They're going to try and dig some information in. And it's easy, a lot more easy for people to find out where you stay, to find your personal like assets and stuff. So you do have to be careful of how you post and who you post online. So that's my 2 cents into this before we wrap up this video.
Can I say something real quick? May I?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I got a response as well.
Okay. You know, we say like this guy is a jerk, right? But suppose this guy is on the spectrum. I mean, it's going to be a very different, because, you know, like when Will Smith did that slap towards Chris Rock, when we found out that Chris Rock he's on a spectrum where he does not know how to read people's emotions. So when he saw Will Smith on stage, he didn't know that Will Smith was angry and upset. When he got hit and you saw him smiling, it was like, yo, like this is like what he goes through for all his life. All his life. Like it's like it's hard for him to read emotions, and he gone through it for school and classes and everything else. And I'm like, yo, suppose we later find out that this guy is on the spectrum. That's why he's able to like, no, this is not going to work and move forward. Like, what's going to happen then? Because I'm wondering, why wouldn't lawyers take the ladies on this case? Like, why would anybody want to be pro bono? Like, why? Because that's like the bigger one, right? Because you'll think like with the Me Too movement, like somebody would have gone and be a lawyer for them.
Yeah, you'll think that will be like a huge case on the women's side, because you look at women have the most power and they seem like they're the most unified to try to take this guy down. But however, no lawyer does not want to represent them.
It has to be a reason. It has to be a reason.
Go ahead, Smitty. And thank you, Stan.
So yeah, my piece was that I wanted to add in how they were talking about with the dating app and how excuse me, how they were talking about the dating app and how people can find you. Now, my thing is, I've always like ever since. All right, so one time in my life, I actually had somebody identity fraud, right? I actually had that happen to me, and so I got kind of cleaned out a little bit, and I was really in my shit about that. And I had to go to court. I had to prove that wasn't me. I had to get receipts of where I was and everything else. And thank goodness they were able to prove it. You know, they were able to see clearly it wasn't me after their investigation. Took me years to recover on that. That hurt my credit score. That hurt a lot. So my point is, I'm one that anybody will tell you who know me on the back end, I'm real iffy about online stuff. I'd rather just drive over to the bank and go to the teller. I understand some things. It's like, it's convenient right now, depending on your position, what you're doing. But I'm going to be honest with you. I try my best to steer clear of a lot of this online stuff. I be looking into those things, even down to like iPhones and stuff, for example. So for the iPhone, that whole like your face scanning and fingerprinting, are you kidding me? No, I'll do a 4-digit code. I'll do the little swipe Z thing or something. Fuck all of that. I'm not putting my fingerprint on nothing. I'm not letting you scan my face. Another thing that's real wild, you talking about them being able to see who you're related to. Now, first of all, I find that to be real wild. I don't never remember dating apps being able to like see your cousins and sisters and aunts and all. What is going on?
Right.
I thought they was tripping when they had the Can't Pass Go until you put in a certain amount of number that you make a year. That's already violating my shit. So my point is that to land it, it's like, you know, with my phone, me and my lady was just talking about this. I'm thinking about doing a show about it. I just want to find some more information on it. I don't know if anybody notices, but like me and her, we'll just be talking about something. We were talking about a couch. And she mentioned something about a deep tub. All of a sudden, couches and deep tub sales just started popping up on my phone. Who the fuck is listening? You look at one thing one time and it just goes through and you just get a plethora of it now. Like that's what your new hobby is. Now I was just, passing through. Hold on 1 second. I got to sneak.
Bless you.
Thank you. So my point is, it's like them looking into your stuff. She pulled up a video, and it was a video about how they're literally listening to everything we say on our phones at all times. Every picture you take, every time you do anything on your phone. And there are actual settings on your phone where it could be like stop Google listening or view, stop Google audio, stop Google visual or something. And literally what that means is stop the internet from listening to you. Bro, it's a lot of stuff we got all the way out there. Thank goodness we ain't really nobody out there, so they don't really care about exposing us. You know what I'm saying? You got to kind of be something. But other than that, yeah, though, I would say to people, please be careful how much of this technology and stuff. I know it seems convenient, all this online stuff, but I'm telling you now, yo, like, it's a lot of our stuff. You think you private, you ain't so private. But I digress. My mic is muted.
No. Thank you, Smitty. But guys, I gotta
really
get rid.
Convenient though, like
yeah.
Is it really convenient? Like, are people? What's the use having these dating apps and nobody dating?
Mm-hmm.
Like why? Yeah, nobody's meeting up. Nobody is like. There's more increase of people doing online scamming, being romantically involved, and just dating online and never meeting up and having long distance relationships, sending cash in envelopes to somebody they don't know.
I know.
I'll be right back, you guys.
Yeah. I'm gonna get out of here too. I know folks that be on dating apps, right? They be on dating apps and they just be like selling products and shit. Anybody need hoodies and stuff? I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I thought, yeah. I'm serious. You got one dude, he got cars. One nigga, he was selling new used Jordans. I'm not playing, I'm dead ass. Yeah, like, and they be on both sides. They'll be on the female side to ask, so they can talk, because they know they got stuff to sell to dudes. I'm selling cars. I mean, want to talk to some men, so I'll set up a profile on the women's side so the men can hear me. And all of a sudden, you hearing from one message, yeah. So my name's Veronica. I like long walks in the park and da da da. Boom. Next one, yeah. Anybody want some shirts? I got shirts. I got incense, body oils. What is? Yo, people be playing on them things now, bro. I'm serious. I've actually experienced that. Like my little bit of time, I was on a dating app for about a year when I first came home, just trying to get my feet wet. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, it was the strangest and weirdest place. It was so weird. I think I told you guys the one story. So I'm up here, I'm looking for a woman, and while I'm looking for a woman, lo and behold, I get somebody that responds. She goes ahead and she gives me her number. I go ahead, I call. Yeah, hello? Stacy? Oh, it's the guy? Huh? Yeah, my wife's in the room, so you coming by? How much you want? Basically, they were a couple. They were a white couple who liked to find black dudes to F their wife. The dude wanted to watch me bone his wife.
For free?
No, he was gonna pay me. No, I didn't do it.
No, thank God you didn't do it. But
I don't play like that, bro. Come on now. That's it. I mean, even down. Come on now.
No, you know what I mean? I'm gonna say this.
We going to the house of cannibals, bro. I mean, I can be good.
Living in San Francisco, we have this thing, right? And we can't be mad when white people come at us with requests. And it's not because of you, Smitty. It's because the brother before you has said yes. And because of that brother before you that has said yes, it's now all of us got to pay for it.
Nah, that's a good point right there. That's a good point because, I mean, they were extremely comfortable about talking. I mean, like, it was just real comfort. It was like that was a normal thing. It's like, yes, this the guy?
Yeah.
Y'all don't even get names or nothing, huh?
Yeah, because brothers before you said yes, and sadly, no, I mean, that's something we don't talk enough about. It's like black men low self-esteem to take just anything and everything and not think about like, man, if you do this, you now open the door for this person to take all of us on, which is not fair. Like, yo, if you're gonna do that, that's your thing. Okay, cool, but please have a PSA with this person and say like, this endeavor that I'm about to do right now does not reflect the race of my people. So,
hey, what? I'm with you on that one.
Because it's not fair for us.
I mean, it's wild because the only thing I be thinking of, like from bathrooms, right? I think that here in America we have enough space, enough funds, and everything else. Instead of like, for example, having the he/she's be able to go to the female bathrooms, why don't you just make a third bathroom? Am I the only one that's thought of this very, very basic thing? Make a man's, a woman, and a them's. Why not? You see, that's one. And then two, when it comes down to being fooled online and like, oh man, this is one of those PTs or something. Yeah, no, PTs and stuff. I be saying to myself, why don't they just set up? I'm pretty sure they do. Just go to an app that's for you guys. Have an app that's for women that like women. Have an app for guys that like guys. Like, I don't think that's too hard. Don't we have the NBA and WNBA? And don't we even have the B League? I mean, God damn it. Don't we know how to accommodate? So that way it's not a whole bunch of confusion and people don't feel disrespected and violated.
But I
don't think over there with yours.
Keep in mind, you could be anybody that you want to be online. That's why that show Catfish. I don't know if you've seen one of the scariest things in Catfish. This woman and her friend went through all this stuff to find the person that she thought was, the one that she wanted to be with. Now, mind you, though, the two hosts are like, they can't find this person no matter what, right? It turned out the friend that was with them was the person all along.
What?
And that's the whole thing, man. Catfish, people being jerks, people ghosting.
What was the point of that?
It's a high for them.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's a mental chase. It's a high. It's like they like it. It's a high. It's a sport.
Yeah, that's crazy. I ain't got nothing for that. But M3, I ain't gonna hold you up, Brody.
No, you guys good. I gotta set the StreamYard down anyways, man, because we already passed like our time. Mr. Bessie's about to stream as well too. So I want you guys to go over to the Intellectual Soapbox, subscribe to his channel, and definitely look out for him. So that being said, everybody, look, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Knowledge and Relationships. If you're watching from other platforms, make sure y'all go over to Knowledge and Relationships right here on YouTube and hit the subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for all you guys do. Your boy is going to go over there and support the Intellectual Soapbox. Stan, thank you so much, man, for all you do. And, man, I just hope, man, that, we keep on, thriving from this Toxic Tuesdays episodes, man. It's so fun, bro. So anyways,
yes,
power to the family, man. And
drizzle.
Oh yeah, the drizz. You know what I mean? So
drizzle.
Power to the people, man. And we are definitely out. Peace.
Knowledge and Relationships.